You guys, welcome to another episode of What's Your Issue? It is me, Troy McEady.
And I'm Darlene Sussman.
And we're back.
On opposite sides.
On opposite sides. We actually want you guys to tell us what side you think we look better on. I'm confident that I look better on this side.
And unfortunately, I'm confident that I look better on that side. So we might have a problem. This might be the second and last episode of What's Your Issue?
The seats might end our friendship and career. I'm firmly planted. You can't move me.
We will switch every episode if we have to, my friend.
I look too beautiful.
Listen, I have the aging face of a woman in Hollywood. I need to take precedence. But listen, maybe this side's okay, but like write in. We're leaving it up to you, the audience.
You know those people who like will look at like a true mirror for the first time and like weep?
Yeah, and do they weep in a good way or a bad way?
I think they weep in like a shocked way because it's like, oh my god, that's what my face looks like.
The thought of that is horrifying to me. I could cry just thinking about it.
I know.
Baby, I don't want to know.
Because I would imagine, like, I think that it has to be rooted in it's bad. Like, you're like, oh.
I guess I have heard, like, some scientific backing on this, and it's not that it's, and by scientific, I mean a TikTok.
Yeah.
Describing it.
A Cosmo Girl quiz.
Yeah. And I think it's not necessarily that it is bad or worse. It's that because you're so not used to it, you think it's bad, but actually, all of the people that know you, when people have been shown a picture of their friend, how they see themselves in the mirror, and a picture of how you see them in real life,
right?
The picture of how you actually see them is preferable to the friend.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. So, and I think they don't know if it's actually like you genuinely look better or if it's just that's how they see you and they like love that version of you.
Right.
But that's what they prefer.
It kind of gives like listening to your own voice back for the first time.
Yeah.
Like, do you remember when you first started podcasting and having to hear your voice? It is like immersion therapy. Like it was like, and having to edit yourself like hours of sitting and listening to yourself. Like, oh.
I unfortunately or fortunately did not have that issue. I was like, this is pretty good. But
you're like, I love her.
That's my friend. Well, but I had been doing Lay Do. You remember this? At which I kind of put on a voice for that.
Yeah.
So that it's very conscious. But yeah, sometimes when I listen to my voice in like a situation like this, I'm like, it's like a little like,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, now I know how to like my podcast voice is not necessarily my normal voice. I call it my customer service voice.
Yeah. My friends will be like, oh, Dara, your podcast voice.
Yeah. Because it's a little, you gotta amp it up a little bit. A little more clear, pronouncing things a little more.
The tip of the tip.
Yeah. Many mumbling mice.
Are making...
That's not even like a whatever.
It's a vocal warm-up.
Yeah, well, I'm like very excited for today's episode. I'm actually like amped, if I'm being honest.
I'm really excited as well. Just any opportunity to sit with my good friends.
And be sisters.
A
Yaya sisterhood. We're gonna go bang tambourines after this.
Oh yeah. We love to do that. Yeah. We love a good percussive instrument.
Have you ever seen the Divine Whatever of the Yaya Sisterhood?
Troy, what the fuck do you think? Do you think that I was not in the backyard with two other friends drinking Hershey's chocolate syrup out of a chalice the second I got out of that film?
It is so underrated.
I agree.
Like, I reference it kind of a lot. And it's one of those things where I reference and don't realize. Do people even know what I'm talking about?
I think when it comes to age group wise, our like millennial, like I think our brethren, our sisterin,
Yaya sisterhood.
But I don't know how many other people are like, oh yeah.
It's a movie that didn't like break into like Like, it's not a cult classic. It's not something that people watch every year. It's not like, it just didn't like reach
It makes me think, though, that it's probably not a good movie because I remember seeing it once, completely just like obsessed with it, never seeing it again. I really can't tell you a single thing that happens in that movie.
It's like reading a Chicken Soup for the Soul book is that movie, I feel.
Oh, I was obsessed with Chicken Soup for the Soul.
Were you really?
I was obsessed with the death chapters.
I don't even know what that is.
There were different sections of the book.
Okay.
And it would be like love, and like pets. And I would get a new Chicken Soup for the Soul book and I'd be like, death.
You rip all the other pages out. You're like, I don't need these.
I don't need this.
Love, life.
It's like harrowing stories of young people having like a very close family member die. And I was like, yeah, let's do this.
That's hilarious. Chicken Soup for the Soul always gave me like Christian network. Like, do you remember PAX TV?
Yes.
The Christian channel.
I mean, that was Touched by an Angel, right?
Yeah.
Hell
and
yeah.
Supermarket Sweep. The Christian game show.
We've talked about Supermarket Sweep.
Yeah.
We love that.
We love it. I still watch it.
We'd be so good on that.
We would dish. Do you know how many hams we would have?
Full of hams. Although I would be really bad at the ham part. I'd be like, you'd find me in an aisle just like ham slipping out of my hand.
And I would make you grab them for the TV of it all.
Yeah.
I'd be like, you get those. Have you ever, for all the Supermarket Sweep heads listening, because I know that you're out there, you exist. We all exist. Did you know that set is a fake set? It's not a real grocery store, so there's no refrigeration.
I only know this because you told me like 3 times.
I literally watch the show every night. I'm not kidding you. I watch it to go to sleep. Think of all the fun you can have on
Supermarket Sweep.
Yes.
Oh, well, I guess we can get right to it.
Please.
The question of the day.
Yes.
Troy.
Uh-huh.
What's your issue?
My issue is the 1998 Vibe magazine featuring none other than Miss Brandy Norwood. The article is written by Cleo Sullivan, and it is just chef's kiss.
And of course, I guess we should set up that this is the second episode of October, where we are focusing on our Scream Queens.
Yes.
And Brandy, of course.
Oh, yes.
I still know what you did last summer. I did not forget. I can forgive, but I can't forget.
Yeah. And Brandy is like the greatest thing about that movie.
That sequel was not big for me.
I mean, it's not a good movie.
Yeah.
It completely jumps the shark. It makes zero sense. Like, it was a sequel for sequel's sake. But her and Jennifer Love Hewitt have great chemistry. And I love a dual final girl thing. I love when there's 2 final girls. Mm-hmm. They knew that they fucked up when they killed Sarah Michelle Gellar.
That, I remember watching that and being like, oh, we're doing that already?
Yeah. I know.
We need more time.
It is truly one of the most gut-wrenching deaths in horror history. Because it's like, she fought her ass off. She had like the greatest. I also love a final, like a long scripted fight to like for survival. Like, I'm climbing out of a window, I'm jumping off the building, I'm climbing out of a car. You know what I mean? The whole thing. Like, she really put up a fight.
Must be so tiring.
Oh my God. And that her scream, Sarah Michelle Gellar's scream is so good for horror.
What other SMG horror movies has she been in? What
Scream 2.
Scream 2.
I Know What You Did Last Summer. And like, people count Buffy as just like a part of her horror like catalog, if you will.
the back catalog,
yeah.
the canon.
Yeah. But those were like back to back. Scream and I Know What You Did Last Summer. Like, she had like a crazy year.
It's a crazy year.
Hello.
So this article, I will say, was wild to me.
I'm really anxious to hear what you thought about it, because it's like...
Well, I thought the article itself like the information was very interesting. But also, as Troy, I hate to show my ass on this one, but as a white girl growing up in New Hampshire, vibe was not hugely a part of my lexicon.
Okay, that's really weird. That's so weird to me.
The tone of the article was interesting. It was I was struck by how much it was in the writer's voice. There was a lot of creative liberties that I found really interesting.
Like her saying, "How can you play a hate on Brandy?" Things like that.
Well, but then there was another moment, like towards the very end of the article, where the writer is just like, and like much like my life, and like was really, and then there was like some word that it was like, and she brought it all together like this, and like wrote every single word without a space.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that's some whimsy.
Yeah. It was written like a blog post.
Yes.
Which is like interesting. I was thinking about that too. I was like, this sounds like, or this, like I can hear it in the voice of somebody that has like just a blog that they write about celebrities.
Absolutely. It was really, it wasn't exactly like AP style writing,
Yeah.
But I enjoyed the flair.
Yeah, it was fun.
But it was, I would say, unlike any other profile I've ever really read.
Yeah, it was definitely like very boldly in the writer's voice. Like,
yeah.
I don't even know what she sounds like, but I felt like I could hear her reading it.
Yeah. Can you set up the time and space that we're in when this article is written?
So Brandy is in her good girl bag. Like she is like, she's America's black sweetheart. Mm-hmm. And they write, of course, I don't think there's ever been a Brandy article written where they don't mention Whitney Houston.
No.
It's like, it's kind of like Britney and Madonna. Like there's like,
Yeah.
And they're setting her up to be the new Whitney.
Yes.
And they're doing that thing where like the diva has passed the torch, but like in a way where it's like, oh no, I actually like her.
Yeah.
Like they make it a point to say Whitney chose Brandy for Cinderella. She has earned Whitney's respect.
Yes.
And it's not like it's the opposite of like a Madonna and like Gaga thing.
Yeah.
Where she's white knuckling it to make sure this woman doesn't outdo her. It's more of like I embrace her as like my daughter kind of thing.
Yeah.
But she's still she's America's sweetheart, and she's like, I don't know. It's just interesting. And I've always thought it was very interesting the way she's written about, because she is the new generation's Whitney. Like, she's the safe black girl that you can like allow into your homes. Moesha is safe for white households. Don't worry. Brandy's a good girl. And even when she goes on dates, they're good girl dates. Like, she didn't have sex with Kobe. They make it a point to like say that she went on a date with Kobe, but she didn't let him fuck her because she's our good girl Brandy. So it's a lot of strong messaging and like really heavy, like they're pushing a narrative.
It's also interesting how much Brandy it feels like breaking the fourth wall of the marketing. She's like, that's what I do. Yeah. I'm a good girl and I think it's really good for my image.
Dara, I'm going to read. Okay, I have my first quote. I literally made a note that was like, is it okay for her to be saying these things?
I almost texted you when I was reading it. I was like, what is this like? What is this?
Like, did she know that was like, going to be on the record, or was she just talking?
Just like chit-chatting away.
Did she think she was just hanging out with a friend? This is how the article opens. It says, nobody wants to read this story.
I love that.
Wait, what? Nobody wants to read this story because the only things that you really know about Brandy are the things that she wants you to know. She likes McDonald's hamburgers.
Same, baby.
Hello, relatable queen. That Whitney Houston is her favorite artist. And by this time, you don't care. Brandy seems to be a very good girl who does good girl things. She's the all-American teenager, sans the angst and the slack. She is very, very cute. She earns very good grades from her very private tutor. She's managed by her mom. Brandy does not drink, and she will not smoke. And she goes to the Avalon Church of Christ with her very together parents and very cute younger brother every blessed Sunday. When she's in town, Brandy has suffered for this good reputation, though. She is the bubbly, popular girl whom some rebelliously can't stand, probably because she reminds you of all the things that you are not. I am safe, she tells me from her home in Los Angeles. Sometimes I'm too safe. I want every move I make to be right. Like, I thought it was a good idea for me to go to prom with Kobe Bryant. He's a good guy with a good image. He comes from a good family. Every move that I make in my career, I want to make sure it compliments me. That's how this opens. That's the first paragraph of this article.
It's wild. It's really surprising, yeah, that she would, it's like, that's your prom date. That you're not supposed to say that there was like behind the scenes like string pulling.
Right. She's like, I wanted to manipulate my audience into thinking that I was a good girl on prom night.
It's like, okay. I have a question. Mm-hmm. What do you think about Brandy's mom?
I'm happy that you're asking me that because I wanted to know what you thought too.
Okay, the whole thing, I was just reacquainting myself with the Brandy lore. Her mom, I think, is one of the more interesting stage moms and one of the more like, I feel as though Brandy was raised to just like absolutely be personalityless and brainless and just like little soldier. Yeah. I feel like the fear of God was put into her in such a real way.
Literally the fear of God.
Yeah. And I don't know. I was watching some old interviews of Brandy and it's just, it feels very
like disassociative.
Yeah. And then I was watching after her sort of breakdown when she's on Oprah, and I was watching some clips of that. Yeah. And I remember that interview, but of course you can't find any full-length Oprah interviews.
I know. That's a whole
drives.
Oh my God. Except the ones where she's like, these are the greatest episodes. The one where I gave a car, the one where I surprised a family with a Christmas tree. Like, that's not what I want, Oprah.
And you know that.
You know that. I don't want to watch you give that car away anymore.
I want to watch you yell at James Fry.
Yeah, no, literally though, like for real. I want to watch Kirstie Alley come out in the bathing suit.
I need you to open the vault.
Allow us access to the vault.
But Oprah's talking to her, and it's just like a 3-minute clip. And Brandy is just like, there's nothing. Like, she is like a shell of a person and trying to describe her why, like what happened to her. And Oprah is like, well, you had no sense of self. You were just, your mother just made you famous and you were not a person because you were only 14. It's like, Oprah, you are like right about that, but maybe
like, calm it down a little.
I don't know.
She's a young girl. Let's calm down.
Maybe don't say she has no sense of self.
Well, yeah. I mean, her mom was my introduction as a child to like this idea of like a stage mom or a momager, and her being famous in her own right for being a stage mom. Mm-hmm. She was very famously unapologetic about her kind of being abusive. Like, she was very honest about it, and they talk about it in this interview. Like, her mom was known for always being on set. She was always around, and you could not have a conversation with Brandy without going through her mom. And, you know, it's like she's on set saying like, I can see every curve of your body. Oh God. Like, it's really dark, and it's also, there's a layer of darkness to it that nobody even talks about, where it's like it was all a facade. This whole we are the Cosbys, we're a good Christian, you know, family, and all of our kids are articulate and safe. Yeah. And mind you, you're raising Ray J. You're raising Ray J, who they keep saying, like, is Brandy's cute little bro. He's sweet too and safe. It's like, no, he's not. He is the least safe person that I think I've ever known. So it's just really, like, it's interesting and it's sad. It makes me feel bad for her. And, like, you know, I've just always said that Brandy was the first Britney. All of that marketing, this, like, the good girl thing, the virginity, the, like, old school Christian values and all that, like the origin story. She was marketed almost identically, but she had this Whitney element of, like, being a safe Black artist that white girls could listen to.
Yeah. There was one part I was reading, just all of it, just getting the full picture of it. I just thought, God, there is no part of this that sounds worth what she is being put through. Like, being famous in this way particularly just sounds like in no way worth it.
No, and it's very dystopian. Like, the way she talks about, like, for example, there's, like, a section where she's like, I'm getting rid of my braids next year for a more mature image. It's like, you're a child. Like it's wild that she has to think about herself as a product in that way. Yeah. And be so conscious of, like, how the world will perceive just little things she does, like take her braids out. Yeah.
I don't know. I was also thinking, I was watching her on Tyra's show. And I also feel you want
to talk about opening the vault? Give me access to the Tyra Banks show now.
You can find more of Tyra though.
Yeah.
In piecemeal.
Yes. Very low quality old
Low
Tyra
quality episode. Part 1 through 6. But at least it's there. Oprah, the way that is truly the Disney vault. The hours I've spent trying to find things, and it's just like, no. I was thinking of Tyra and her mom, and I feel like there's also like a weird, like, sort of interesting relationship of it just seeming like you two are way too enmeshed, but in a fun way.
Yeah, in like a Gilmore Girls way, but like toxic.
Yeah, and this is like, oh, I shudder to think what goes on behind closed doors.
I know.
Between Brandy and her mom.
I know. Because it is true when you watch interviews where her mom is there. I mean, you want to talk about like whatever happened to baby Jane. Like, it's giving I've written a letter to daddy. It's giving like, it is like really uncomfortable. Her mom is very intense, very scary. She's like, and she's so bold. Like, she's not like Kris Jenner where she is trying to present this like sweet lady image. She's a fucking ball buster. She's a broad.
Ooh, it's crazy for someone like that to make you go, oh, I'd prefer Kris as my mom.
Seriously, for real.
At least there's a little more fun.
I know. There's a really funny part of the article where she like talks about how she actually, I wrote it down. There's a quote where she says, one thing about me, this is a direct quote, by the way. I'm not making up any of these words. One thing about me, I can sell my kids.
Oh,
I can sell my kids to the ocean and the ocean would buy them.
That part was... What does the ocean need with your children?
What's that mean?
Literally nothing. That to me, it sounds like to me that she was trying to say something like, what's that saying? Like I can sell you a bridge or something.
I thought she was doing a remix of selling ice to an Eskimo.
I thought it was like, yeah, like, some, or like,
what do you...
or like, if you think that's blah, 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 well, I've got a bridge to sell you. It's like, well, I could sell the ocean, my children, and a bridge.
Like, are you talking about throwing the children into the ocean?
Because you do seem like in another life, you could be that kind of mom as well.
Like, you'd just be famous for being on Snapped and nothing else.
Exactly.
Like, I was like, what does that mean? And
also, two paths diverged in a wood.
Yeah. I know how to sell my kids. That's a crazy thing to say.
True. Also, do you have any perspective on Brandy's daughter?
Oh my
I feel bad for that one too.
Well, I follow her on the TikTok.
Oh, how's she doing?
She's actually really cool. She's like, she seems very like well adjusted. She also has that kind of, my mommy's my best friend. Like she has that thing with Brandy as well.
No.
Yeah. It's, you know, by the way, as do I can't hate. How can you play a hate on Brandy? Like, I'm a dandy mother's boy, and you know that.
Well, but of course. But you know, that's like charming. And
Thanks.
And I don't know. I feel like there's a different thing going on in the Norwood household.
Yeah. I don't know. My teeters on Bates Motel. It could be a little Norman Bates. You come over and I'm wearing my mom's clothes.
Listen, sure. Is it weird? Do you need to grow up? Yeah, but
I'm like, Troy's not here right now. But no, it definitely seems like she has that kind of like, you know, her daughter is like her bestie kind of thing. But she's cool, and I think she can sing. I think her daughter can sing.
Yeah, I was watching some interviews, and she said that she was saying that, you know, her grandma is expecting her to be Brandy, and she's like, I'm not as good.
Yeah. It's like, I don't know how to do really, really intense weird stuff with my voice like Brandy. Like, sorry. I don't have the ear to layer my voice 40 times and have it sound like a symphony.
And honestly, you were born rich. You don't have to. Who cares?
Oh my God.
Who cares, baby?
If I was a Nepo baby, the way I would lean in.
I mean, the way people are so sensitive about Nepo baby stuff.
I know.
I think nothing shows your ass more.
I agree.
Of being a dork.
I agree.
Than be like, I actually worked really hard for this.
It's like, that's
okay.
Okay.
Not what we're saying.
Yeah.
I'd like, did you ever have to pay rent with a regular job?
And like, you're working hard to achieve something in an industry that is based on nepotism.
Like, get a grip.
Like, everybody in the industry is a Nepo baby. Like, and it's weird, like, older Nepo babies people don't care about. Like, if you're Drew Barrymore, it's like not a big deal that you're a Nepo baby.
No. Like, also, nobody cares if you're a Nepo baby. I think people care more about the fact that when people try and pass it off as they didn't get some sort of help. I did, I get the paper version of Vanity Fair, and the Elle and Fanning. All I could think of was Dakota Johnson.
I was like, Elle magazine. Yes.
Elle and Dakota Fanning. Though Dakota Johnson, she's called herself a Nepo baby before, and you could expect someone like her to be like chill about it.
Yeah, totally.
But Elle Fanning, there's a quote in the magazine where she goes, I'm a Nepo sister. I absolutely got opportunities just because I was Dakota's sister.
That's hilarious. A Nepo sister. That's hilarious.
Like, that's why I love those girls.
Oh, the Ashley Simpson of it all.
Exactly.
I love that. But no, actually, the other day I was reading about how Jaden Smith was just named like a like head of creative at like Christian Louboutin. And people were so mad about it. And I'm like, do you think like, are you mad about Stella McCartney?
Exactly.
Who cares? Like, it's the fashion industry. It's all nepotism. Like, that's all it is. Cara Delevingne walked out of her mother's vagina onto a runway.
Yeah.
Unfairly.
I knew who Poppy Delevingne was before I knew who Cara was.
Yeah. Like, who cares?
Who cares? Also, everybody, if you have a problem with Nepo babies, just grow up.
Truly.
I invite you to grow up. That's the world, mama.
And they might be really good at it.
Exactly.
If we removed all the Nepo babies from Hollywood, we would be fucked.
There'd be no Hollywood.
There'd be no Hollywood. It wouldn't exist.
I mean, there's so few people. And I also, one day I'll have to write it down, but I do believe that nepotism is a tiered system. And there's all different levels of nepotism. The highest would be a Ben Platt. someone whose parent is actually making decisions in Hollywood.
Okay, got it.
So like the head of a
like an Ansel Elgort.
Yeah, like someone who is the head of a network, the head of a studio, whatever, someone like that, or like a very high level like director, things like that.
Yeah.
Then you have your actors, your lower tier actors. And then honestly, like, even if you just have like, if you go all the way down, low, it's like if you grew up in Hollywood and your parents even just like know like anything about the industry and can give you advice other than like tweet Ellen DeGeneres and say that you want a job.
Right, yeah.
All the way down to the lowest level of nepotism, which is your parents have taste.
Okay. That's interesting.
Like your parents having taste gives you some leg up.
Right. Because
to become an entertainer or a creative of some kind.
Like a Lena Dunham.
Exactly. That to me, she is a Nepo baby.
Yeah.
Your parents were artists. They were friends with cool people. You lived in New York City. That gives you they understood that you were, when you were, 22 years old, I'm going to make my own indie movie and you're going to help me with it. If I said that to my parents, they'd be like, what are you talking? What the hell's an indie movie?
Shut the hell up, Dara.
Shut the hell up.
She's starting again.
Oh, Rick, she's starting about the indie movie again.
No, it's true. But it does bother me when they're like, I did everything, like Gwyneth Paltrow, for example, who will say that her parents like didn't give her any money and she had to eat granola bars and that she was like, completely on her own in New York, struggling allegedly. Girl, like it's okay.
It's okay. Also, it's so precious because it's like, honey, I know that Blythe made you eat your little granola bars.
Right.
And did she make you be a hostess for a few months?
Right.
I'll bet anything you did not actually pay that full rent with your whatever pissant job. I'll bet it was, we will pay your rent if you go to this menial job. Or, oh my God, suddenly I just got this plum role in a huge movie and I struggled for 2 whole months before that and had to pay my way. It's like, there's no way.
Yeah.
You were just at Tasty Delight, pouring ice cream cups.
And then became the princess of a entire production company after one film. Like, Emma wasn't all that. Wasn't that good?
No.
I mean, sorry. Like, it's like, and I also think too, it's like for somebody like her, doing the menial job is so traumatic that she is able to convey those stories with like conviction.
Yes.
Because to her, it was a traumatic event to like have to like put dishes away at a restaurant or whatever. Like to her, it's like she like was Anderson Cooper like in Haiti.
Yes. It was boots on the ground. She truly understands how the other half lives.
Yeah.
She had to do 2.5 shifts at, Balthazar or something.
Yeah. Yeah. Like a really nice restaurant where like
that she didn't even have to interview for.
Yeah.
Like her parents made a call and they're like, can you let Gwyneth do a couple shifts?
It's like, girl, let's see you work like a post football game shift at an Applebee's in a Midwest town.
Yeah.
Then we can have a conversation about traumatic work events.
I would love to know, Gwyneth, if anyone has ever yelled at you. If you've got time to lean, you've got time to clean.
Yeah.
I'm gonna guess no.
Have you ever had to cut somebody off from a bottomless margarita?
Mm-mm.
And they fought you on it?
Mm-mm.
I don't think so, sis. Like, it's absurd.
I don't think so, Miss Goop.
And that's coming from a Gwyneth apologist.
Oh, I'm the biggest
We're
Gwyneth
both Gwyneth apologists. Like,
I honestly, I'm like, I don't want her to hide her beautiful Nepo light under a bushel.
love it. The waspier, the better.
Please.
But I also have a theory about her. I don't know if I've ever run this by you.
Please.
My theory about her is that low key, I think all of this is a facade. I think that Goop is her drag. And I think that she goes home and she smokes Marb Lights and she drinks fucking Arizona teas. Like, I really think that at home, she's like, ugh, fuck all that. But like, she has this image to portray and she leans in.
I agree. I think she loves to smoke. I think she loves to drink.
Yeah.
I think she has some fun sexual proclivities.
We've heard stories.
Mm-hmm. And I think she's a down ass bitch.
Yeah, I do too. I think she's the girl that you're like, oh my God, is it 5 a.m.? We've been drinking all night. Like, she's a good time girl.
And I bet she like makes fun of Tracy Anderson behind her back
For sure.
all the time.
Oh, she rips Martha Stewart a new ass.
I think Gwyneth is the biggest shit talker.
Yeah, for sure.
I think she's
this shit talker.
Oh, yeah.
She's like idle cigarette shit talker.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And I love it. Like, what I would give to talk to her with a cigarette about Martha. Like, what is really going on behind the scenes there?
Ooh.
Show me the text thread. Like,
oh, can you imagine? I bet Gwyneth has some really nice group texts.
Oh my God.
That I'd love to be a part of.
And she knows where the bodies are buried. She knows so much shit. She knows all of Ben Affleck's weird shit. She knows the Winona Ryder of it all. She knows the Weinstein of it all.
The entire time we were talking, in my mind's eye, I'm just picturing like being in Gwyneth's kitchen or something, and she's just like, she's coming and she's like going out with a cigarette in her hand, about to go outside to light it, and I'm like, come on, Gwyneth, like, you got some good stuff. And she just looks at me and she goes,
she's like, you don't even know. How do we get here? Where are we? Are we hosting a podcast?
I just blacked out.
Magazines, Brandy. After our hour-long side chat about Gwyneth Paltrow, I do want to ask you, were you a Moesha girl?
I was. I would say like later seasons. I think I watched it pretty much throughout, but I was more like later seasons.
I think it's funny. I have the quote, but it's funny the way that they refer to Moesha as the only thing worth watching on New PN. What an early 2000s, late 90s statement. Like, that is just, that whole sentence would make zero sense to anybody under 30.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, not a single word of it would mean anything.
I think I'll never be happy again because there's no UPN.
I know. I loved UPN. UPN honestly really was like, it was like the only place where you could watch black sitcoms. Like the Parkers.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking the Parkers is like one of the greatest shows of all time. Such a perfect spinoff. But it was like lowbrow, of course, because it was a black network. And then it became, what was it after CW?
It was UPN to CW, I thought.
Yeah, because then Next Top Model like was on Yes. Yeah.
Wow, what a time to be alive.
I know. I'm gonna read this quote that starts with "play a hate." Sorry. Exactly how can one play a hate on Brandy? Because when you think about it, there's never really been another black girl like her. Her first album, Brandy, released when she was 14. 14.
Nobody needs to be singing that young. We don't need that.
Crazy. That's JoJo. That's like, that is crazy that she was 14 years old.
Leanne Rimes.
Yeah.
Also too young. Everyone too young.
Billy Gilman. Sorry. Anyway, Her first album, when she was 14 years old, sold 4 million copies, driven by the platinum single Baby and the gold singles I Want to Be Down and Broken Hearted. Her 1995 Sitting Up in My Room from the Femme Fatale Laden Waiting to Exhale soundtrack sold more than 1 million copies. She's a star of Moesha, the only television show that's worth watching on UPN, or the only show that makes UPN worth a damn. She was the lead in Rodgers and Hammerstein's Cinderella, handpicked by Whitney Houston, the project's fairy godmother, viewed by 60 million people. I'm going to ask you about Cinderella in a second. It's all just a setup for that. It was ABC's highest rated program in 13 years. Brandy's image personifies the virtue of innocence that William Blake wrote about centuries ago. Dimpled rapper Mace plays with it. Janet tries terribly to shake it away, but Brandy embraces it. She said, I think my innocence is marketable. Girl, like you're... This is like the definition of like who gave that child a microphone. Take that microphone away from that little girl. My innocence is marketable, she says, sitting in her all the way brown dollhouse perfect bedroom, a mocha colored rug with her name knitted into it.
What?
Like what? She goes, and it works the way I am. It works. I mean, that's what people know me as. That's why people call me a phony. She's 19, still in the process of figuring out who she really is, and everything she touches sells off the hook. People think that my image is too overdone, she says with a quiet innocence, but it's me.
I mean, that's just a personality disorder waiting to happen.
That's a really uncomfortable thing to hear a 19-year-old girl say about herself. Like,
no, there's such a detachment.
Yes, from like her humanity.
Yeah.
She thinks that she's a toy, like a product.
It feels like there's such a detachment between like this is like it's almost as if like she's speaking about somebody else.
Yeah. Like her that's so true. Yeah.
Well, and in the Oprah interview, she sort of says like I just was the Brandy that I was told that I was.
Yeah.
And then Oprah's like, yeah, you have no sense of self.
And you know, that's why, I mean, the Brandy and Monica rivalry is rooted in the fact that Monica was like, Monica was Christina. Brandy was Britney.
Yeah.
Monica was the girl from the other side of the tracks. She was the girl that you didn't have to ask if she was a virgin because you would assume she wasn't.
She had a spark.
She had a spark, you know. But she was herself and she was like real.
Yeah.
But like looked down on for being like ghetto. Whereas Brandy was put on a pedestal for like having a false image.
Yeah.
And the whole time Monica is seeing her backstage be herself. But then the public thinking that she's lesser than her because she's not like a good girl.
That would drive anybody insane.
Yeah. Like if you guys have not listened to either of them tell the story of Monica punching her in her face backstage at the Video Music Awards, it is, or maybe it was Billboard, the only time they ever performed The Boy Is Mine, one time ever, up until recently.
That was the only time?
Because they couldn't do it. And Monica punched her in her face before they went on stage. So when you watch them perform, they're like winding their necks at each other and popping their hips out.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Looking each other up and down. They literally had just fist fought.
Wow. We used to be a proper country.
I know. Award shows used to really be like an event to watch live. Like, you know.
I mean, we got the slap and then that was that for the rest of our lives.
It's all been downhill from there.
More slaps.
I blame Ellen.
I agree.
She's like sanitized award shows in such an annoying way. Like the selfies and like the ordering pizza for everybody. Like just ugh.
I feel like we've also talked about this. Like we need to bring back fear to the red carpet.
Because we're missing Joan.
I want comedians eviscerating people.
You know, people talk a lot of shit about how like we used to be so mean to celebrities or whatever, and we were.
Yeah.
But there was also an element of like, you need this a little, because otherwise, like, you need somebody like Joan Rivers being like, you're an asshole.
Yeah.
Jack Nicholson.
To undercut, I think it I don't know, if you don't have that and you just have people, you know, doing the whole, oh my God, like, you are literally so, like, what were you, put your nails in the cam.
Yeah, right. Oh God, the nail cam.
Like, if you're just doing that, it just blows up the celebrities too much. You need something that sort of lets the air out of the tires a little bit.
Yes.
And listen, we don't have to do what Joan did of you know, ridiculing women's bodies and some such things.
Right.
But there's a way where we can elevate it.
Totally.
To 2025 standards where we're having a little more fun. Mm-hmm. But I guess it just like is really hard because everyone's afraid of being canceled.
Yeah. Everybody's like on edge all the time with everything that they say.
Yeah.
So then you have, you know, red carpets where Nick Jonas is dipping Priyanka and doing the waltz for the fucking cameras, and we have to engage that, you know, like it's just so like, ugh.
Well, that was fun.
That was fun. That was a great article. Shout out to the person that wrote that. Like, she was really in her bag. She invented the internet with that article, I think.
I tried to look them up, but I don't know that they're still writing.
I wouldn't be surprised. Also, shout out to Vibe magazine. We've never covered Vibe on the show, but I just bought an eBay lot of Vibe magazines, so they will be back. And yeah, you'll get like more acquainted. Vibe is like prestige. Like, if I had to compare it to something, it would be like Black Rolling Stone. It's prestige Black music magazine, highbrow, pinkies up, like very expensive photo shoots.
Oh yeah, I love the photo shoot of this one.
It's incredible. We'll post it.
We'll post it.
It's so good. There's one where she's like, her iconic braids are like up on top of her head, and then her Barbie is sitting on her braids, and her Barbie's hair is braided into her braids.
It's so cool.
Oh my God. I was like, I need that framed.
Oh, that'd be cute.
Yeah. But I have a question for you.
Go on.
Dara, what is your issue?
Okay. My issue is we're doing a current article. It's from vulture.com, which is New York magazine. So a magazine. And it's by Matthew Jacobs, and it's from May 15th with an update from July 18th, 2025. And it is titled, "A Kid Didn't Direct Any of I Know What You Did Last Summer."
This article threw me for a
Had you seen this? Had you heard of this?
I had heard her tell that story, and I believed it.
Okay, so the story goes is in 2018, Jennifer Love Hewitt had been talking about on I Know What You Did Last Summer, the iconic scene where she like spins around and looks up at the sky and she says, "What are you waiting for?" She says that there was a kid on set who had won a contest to direct a scene of the film, and that he came up with the idea of her spinning around, looking up at the sky and screaming. And she says, that scene was actually directed by a kid who won a contest to come on and create a moment for the movie. And it became the biggest part of the movie. I have no idea where he is, but he was like, I want her to stand in the street and turn around and just scream, "What are you waiting for, huh?" I was literally like, are you kidding me right now? This is what I'm going to do? Okay. This was a great idea. Yeah, let's have this guy come in. Then we were doing it, and it was amazing. So that happened. She says that in 2018. And then the interview sort of resurfaces, and people are like, "Excuse?" What do you mean? And so this, the writer of this article, Matthew Jacobs, goes on a little quest.
And like not him trying to expose her.
I know. He does a little like Woodward and Bernstein, like trying to get to the bottom of it, journalism. And he reaches out first to the director, Jim Gillespie, and he's like, was there a kid contest where they got to direct that scene? And he's like, no.
He's like, it was written before.
Yeah, like, he sends him a copy of the original shooting script. It's written right in there. He talks to the cinematographer. The cinematographer's like, no. And they're like, we had to get a crane for that shot. And if you look at the shot, it's shot from all the way up here.
Yeah.
There aren't just cranes lying around on set. Like, you have to plan. He's like, we storyboarded it. You know, a shot like that.
Yeah.
You're not improvising it. It's not just like, let's do one for fun.
There was clear artistic thought put into that
this
scene. Like, and it's also like just logically or whatever. Like, how would that child have known that? Like, how would he have known that scene would work in the movie if they didn't give him like the entire script to read? Which, like, why they didn't do that?
Exactly. And they talk in the article about how in Transformers they let a kid write a line. Mm-hmm. And there was some other movie where there was something similar with a Make-A-Wish kid. It's like, but literally just, oh, we'll put your line into the movie, which is nothing. That takes nothing. But to actually direct a scene is so out of the realm of possibility. They talked to some other people, and every last one of them were like, we loved working with Jennifer Love. Everybody calls her Love.
Yeah.
You know? We loved working with Love. She's so wonderful to work with, but no, that did not happen. So at the end of the article, the guy's just like, why would she do this? Like, what is this? And he tried to get comment from her when it was first published in May, and then they updated it in July with a comment from her from Love. And she said, I know that there was a kid visiting that day who was at the monitor, and I remember us all standing around having a conversation about what I was going to do in that scene. It was not scripted that I was going to spin around in the street. I thought it was this kid who threw this out because he loved horror movies, Hewitt continued. I was always supposed to scream, what are you waiting for, huh? But it was specifically the spinning around in the street and the looking up that the kid suggested. She extends her apologies to this anonymous child and to anyone confused by her story. But again, if she had just said, oh, he told me to like spin around, I'd be like, okay, this still never happened, but I buy it. But the fact that she still says, and he had me look up, it's like, you only looked up because the camera is up there. So no, he did not tell you to do that. But it's, to me, just like a really terrifying thing that can happen to a celebrity is to misremember something.
Sure.
And have some little shithead.
Yeah. Like
dig around and embarrass you.
For something that you said like 25 years ago.
Yeah.
That you're then supposed to be like, comment on this now. We need a comment now on this. It's
Why did you lie? Why are you weird? This was weird.
No, you're being weird. It's weird. Go back and do it again. You're being weird. Go back upstairs and come back down the stairs. It's weird. No, but then they make it a point to say, like, you know, I know what you did last summer was like a movie that was like coming off of the success of Scream.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like a movie that they really like believed would be like this big thing. Like it wasn't, they didn't even think that that movie would make any money. They didn't think people would go see it. And the people in it were like on the cusp of becoming.
They weren't
like
hugely famous people.
So it wasn't like in the 90s and the early 2000s, they did do weird contests like that. Like,
oh, yeah.
There's actually a contest winner in Scream 2. Like, she's like the woman handing out souvenirs at the Vista when they like are when she hands Jada the mask.
Yeah.
She won like an herbal essences thing or something. Like, but so like that was a thing, but that movie was gonna be major. Like they did that for big, huge movies that were gonna make a lot of money.
Yeah.
Not like a little tiny weird like spin-off basically of another successful movie.
No. But I will say this in Love's defense. I think this is a situation where she wasn't really thinking everything through. She was just like tossing something off in an interview. But I do believe that she believes that that's what happened.
I do too.
Because it's like the Brian Williams. Oh, yes. Which.
Wow, we don't talk about that enough.
We don't.
He got by very, very easy on that.
No, he got fired.
Oh, I guess he did lose his job.
He lost his whole ass job.
It's the least he should have lost.
And then he had to, when he was trying to claw his way back, he had to be at an interview with Matt Lauer being like, so you're a liar. Why would you lie to me?
Yeah.
Why are you a bad man?
Don't even get me started on the Matt Lauer, like, with like him being the person that is like, that always did those interviews. Like, you're not a good person. Why?
What's up with that?
Mind you, he's like violently pressing the button under the desk to like, but no, I also just think like celebrities come up with anecdotes for interviews. Like it's, if you went and combed every late night interview of a person making shit up to sound interesting or to add to their little origin story.
Well, I was also thinking that it must be hard to be a celebrity when it comes to memory stuff, because I feel like they are banking so many more memories than the average person.
Oh, totally. You're
talking to so many more people. You're doing so many more interesting things. Place after place after place. There are times where I literally think I have a memory and then I go, I dreamt that.
Yeah. Like that was on TV.
That was on TV.
No, Whitney Houston has a quote, I don't know it exactly, but where she basically says that when you have so many outrageous experiences back to back to back to back to back, you just don't remember them. Like it's one thing to go on like a crazy vacation once a year, but when you're flying to every country every single day for 10 years, you just kind of don't remember anything that you've done.
I would hope that you remember some things.
Yeah.
But I imagine they probably run together.
Yeah. You're like, was that in Istanbul or was I in Paris?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
I was listening to a podcast the other day where, God, I forget who they were talking to. I think it was Las Culturistas when they're talking to Reese Witherspoon. And they were asking her about some on-set experience or something. And she was like, I don't even know was I in that?
Yeah.
And I've seen celebrity, like people who have a long career. They're, oh, I was in that.
Yeah, Gwyneth not knowing that she's in like Iron Man.
Gwyneth, we love her.
She's like, I didn't film that. And they're like, you did.
You did.
She's like, no, I didn't. Like, yes, you're in the movie, ma'am.
She's like, nope, not going to take that on, actually.
I'm not in Iron Man. Right. No, but like, I don't know. I just feel like what we're not going to do is try and make Love come off as crazy.
No. She could do that all by herself.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just like, to me, that's just like a kooky story.
And honestly, I love it coming from my vajazzled queen.
Yeah. I'm obsessed. And I also, like, shout out to anybody who was like a weird contest winner back in the day. They don't really do contests anymore.
I'm always saying that. They never do contests anymore.
What happened to contests? Clap if you remember contests. Like, they just don't do, like, we used to be able to enter to win so much dumb shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like a life supply of Conair hair rollers or like whatever. Like,
I remember I really wanted to win some Harriet the Spy contest.
mm-hmm.
I think you got a whole spy kit and you called into Nickelodeon and blah.
Yeah, that sounds correct.
And you know
Yeah,
that I was a Harriet the Spy.
of course.
Junkie.
She was our original Carrie Bradshaw. Like, literally, no, for sure. I used to always want to enter the which when we do more teen magazines, I want to like explore this more. But like teen magazine contests, I actually thought were always like really cool. Like where they'd be like, we're gonna send you to the music video set of Backstreet Boys, blah blah blah. And,
yes.
like you would like win really good stuff through those magazines.
I wonder, do they really not do them anymore, or are we just not paying attention?
Well, who would do them? Like, what would they be happening through? Like TikTok?
That's a good point. I guess there's like streaming services are not going to be like, come on the set of this Netflix original.
Yeah. Yeah, like, want to watch us film this HBO show?
Come on the set of Amelia Perez. And
Yeah, I don't think that there's any outlet that's like kind of a dead, like a lost art. Like, and then you have to mail a thing, like it's, you know.
well, I think we could do it online.
Well,
We could pivot. We could bring it.
I don't know.
We could modernize it.
Remember when we discovered that you had to mail money in the mail? Hello, to watch that Lou Pearlman movie.
Yeah. And, or your credit card number.
You mail Lou your credit card number.
I will say though, after we saw that, I was looking at just other old magazines, and it was kind of like a common thing. You write down your credit card number.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah. I know.
we used to be so cute.
I know.
Like just
And just send it in the mail. Like it'll just end up in the right place.
it'll end up in the right hands, and you'll get your VHS. Like, God bless.
You'll get your like as seen on TV only DVD that you could then in a month buy at Best Buy.
Yeah. I thought you said ass eat on TV.
That too. This was fun.
I had a great time.
Like, this was really good, and I'm enjoying talking about our horror girls.
Me too, but I enjoy talking about Gwyneth Paltrow more.
Yeah, I mean, I could do that all. Our spin-off podcast of this one in like a year will just be about Gwyneth Paltrow.
Yeah. We would do Oprah, but she won't open the vault.
Yeah. She's restricting us from all the material that makes her look really bad.
The vault, I do feel like, is specifically to keep us from doing an Oprah podcast.
1000%.
Yeah.
Oprah's like, I have enough going on. Like, Hawaii's on my ass.
I cannot have these two assholes.
I cannot have them like listening to what I said to Mary Kate Olsen 20 years ago. I can't keep them away from me.
I'm creating a little TikTok about it.
Yeah. We are the guy in that article. 24 years ago, you said something wrong. Can you? Well, Dara, I love you very much.
I love you more.
This was so much fun.
This was so fun. We love you.
We love you very much.
And please rate, review, subscribe. Also, please send us your letters to the editor.
Yeah, we're back, baby.
We're back, baby. We'll read it on air.
Yeah.
And please comment below. Which one's our better side?
Please. Also, episode suggestions. What do you want to...
Yeah, what themes? Because we're doing themes.
Yeah, we're doing themes now.
So like a particular article or a theme,
Yeah.
a person, a place, a thing,
Yeah.
whatever.
In the realm of like our Lindsay episode, if you listen to our Playboy episode where we did a bunch of Playboy magazines, this one, yeah, let us know.
Or like get creative, you know?
Yeah.
We don't want to stifle you in any way.
Yeah. Yeah, we love you.
We love you.
Bye.
Bye.